Hi everyone and welcome back to the next diecast. For today's video, I'll be showing you and reviewing this 1/18 scale Maisto 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454. This is a very nice model from Maisto. It is still being sold today in various colors, including orange with black stripes, and I believe also a metallic blue with black stripes. At one point, Maisto did make a convertible version of this car. I think it was a 1972 or something like that. And that came in a bunch of colors as well. So between the coupe, which is what you see here, and the convertible, it came in a variety of colors, interior colors, and a wheel style. So it just invites you to buy multiple and do a bunch of wheel swap and interior swaps on it. But this matte black version I have here was a Sam's Club exclusive color for a 2019. I got it there for $15 that summer. And this is very commonly seen at Sam's Club and the other wholesale clubs like Costco and whatnot, usually between the summertime and around Christmas time. You can find this model elsewhere on sites such as Amazon and whatnot, usually for around, $25 to $35. And I'd say for that price range, it's a very good model in terms of detailing and whatnot. All right, we'll go ahead and check out the details of this model. We'll start up here with the front. Maisto did an overall great job with the lights up front here. Yeah, there are pegs in each of them, but at least these turn signals are actually done with separate orange pieces instead of just being painted on. The lenses have a nice texture to them. The light bulb would actually be where the peg is in each of these lights anyway, so that's not a big deal. And they're actually all trimmed in separate chrome pieces too, which is very cool to see. And nothing's loose or anything like that too, so that really shows like the build quality is very good. In the center grille here, you can see the SS badge that kind of sticks out. That's a part of this whole piece here. The grille isn't like perforated, but at least it looks like it is from like a far distance. You can see it has a very small Chevelle inscription down there as well. And the chrome quality seems to be very nice as well. There's no scuffs or anything like that. Just don't touch it too much or else it might like fade away. And you can see there's actually a license plate down here too. It says Iowa 454 on it. So the matte black paint on this model looks awesome. It just looks so like menacing, especially from a distance. And Maisto did a nice job with with the application of the paint and everything like that too. It would really look good next to their GTO, which they also make in black on black, although that one has like the chrome rims and everything like that. And the other paint colors that this model comes in look very nice as well. Taking a look at the side, well actually first we'll look up here on the hood. It says Cal Injection on either side. I'm sorry, Cal Induction on either side of this little scoop here. And there's these two silver, I don't know what they are, but they're on the real car. Taking a look at the side, Maisto did a great job with these custom black rims here. Their other colors come with these same wheels, but they're chrome instead of just blacked out. And either one looks really nice. And they all have the disc brakes and calipers behind the spokes. You just can't really see it because the spokes are so small. But they're all there and they all look very well detailed. And of course, you get full suspension and full steering on this model too. All the wheel wells are trimmed out in this like kind of silver paint. I don't know if on the other colors it has that too, but on the matte black, it really gives a nice kind of like accent on the sides of the car. The mirror is nice and sturdy, though it is completely chromed out. It looks a little bit cheap, but I don't know if the real one was fully chromed or not, but if it wasn't, you could always just paint it to match the body of the car. This roof is made of plastic, but that's because on the real car, the roof is made of vinyl. And Maisto did a good job with like the texturing of the vinyl, as you can kind of see a little bit of on the side here where my finger is. That being said, when you lift the car up by its roof, it does feel a little bit like it's going to come off along with the windshield. So I try to like hold it like this as little as possible. So I would hold it from the bottom when I'm carrying it. And it's not going to, just break off or anything like that. But like if you hold it like this for, I don't know, like a really, really long time, then it might eventually, start to get loose. But I think this is infused onto the car somehow, so it wouldn't come off, but it just kind of feels like it does. So just be careful with that. On the rear of the car, you'll see the Chevelle inscription right here. I think that might say, I think it says Cal Induction, just like the size of the hood, but I can't really read that too well. There's another SS badge that kind of sticks out from the bumper back here. They did a nice job with that. And the taillights are nicely done in these separate red plastic clear pieces here. The exhaust pipes look okay. They're a bit cheap looking, but the way the car is angled, the exhaust pipes kind of face downwards, so you really can't see them that well in the first place, unless you kind of look at the car from this angle that I have the camera at here. So in terms of opening features, we'll start back here with the trunk. There we go. Not too much to see back here. There is kind of a texture in here. There's actually some dust in here, Jim. I'm not sure why that is. But this is where the spare tire would be on the real car. And this plastic lump is actually the right size. It's actually the same size as the wheels on the car. So it is accurate in that sense. But other than that, you know, it's not carpeted or anything like that. It opens up on dog-leg hinges, but the hinges are kind of hidden underneath here. And the underside is actually fully painted on the trunk lid, too. Go ahead and close that up. You see that I'm taking a look at the engine here. Maisto did a very nice job with detailing it. It is a multi-piece engine, as you can see. This part up here that reads 454 on it, that's a separate piece. There's even some wiring down here, as you can see. And you can actually see all the way down to the bottom of the car as well. There's some wiring on that side, too. Maisto has been making this model since the late 1990s, so a lot of the engine detailing is excellent because of that. Because that was back when they were doing like all their multi-piece engines and whatnot. This whole piece here, the red with the silver, I think that's a separate piece. Yes, that is a separate piece. And even back here, they do like the molded, and even back here they have like the molded in wires and everything like that. And much like the trunk lid, the underside of this is also fully painted. There's even some like warning labels on there too. But they did a really great job with this engine. It looks awesome, like just the appearance of the engine with the matte black paint, because it has like the red and the silver in there. It looks very cool. So if you display your cars with the hoods up like this, it looks really cool. Go ahead and close that up. All right, next we'll take a look at the interior detailing. Now these doors do open up on dog-leg hinges, so the angle that they open is actually very wide, which is nice to see. They did a decent job with detailing the door panels. They have kind of like a leather pattern on them, as you can see right here. And I like these silver kind of accent lines going down the center. And there's a different texture with this kind of like lower section here. And there are molded in window winders, but they're just kind of molded in like the black plastic, so you can't even like really see them unless you look up close. I think they might be silver on the real car. I'm not too sure. I might go ahead and detail those. If that is the case, I'll have to look it up, though, to see if that's actually accurate. The seats look very nice as well. They have a nice leather texture to them, and they actually move just a slight bit. Same thing with this bench seat back here, and because this is an all black interior, the dust is very easy to see. But Maisto did a great job with the seats. They're like the right proportions and everything, and the right shape, and they have the nice texture to them as well. Detailing on the dashboard is very nice as well. It has the same leather pattern that you actually see on the doors. All the switches and buttons are in that like kind of center console there. They're not all colored in, but at least they're like the accurate shape and placement. So that's nice to see. I'm guessing on the real car that silver portion is brushed, is either brushed aluminum or plastic. I'm not really too sure. And the shifter here looks pretty cool. It is a separate piece, but it's done completely in chrome. I'm not really sure if that's accurate to the real car or not. But at least it is a separate piece, and it does kind of stand out, because that's the only chrome piece on the inside of this car. Aside from, there's actually a chrome piece in front of it, too, as you can see there. There's actually some small buttons on this side of the car, too, that Maisto did some detailing with. And also the vents in the glove box were nice and kind of amplified a little bit, too. All right, but take a look at this side. Detailing on the steering wheel is nicely done as well. There's not much to really see to begin with, but they do a nice job of putting that SS badge in the center of it. And the gauge cluster, I like how they do like the separate stickers. Instead of just doing like one big sticker, they do that piece of plastic and they actually cut out the gauge shapes, and then each sticker is an individual piece. That actually really adds to the realism of the interior here. And the pedals, of course, are done in silver to simulate brushed aluminum. That would be on the real car. This car just looks really cool from all angles, especially in this matte black treatment. It really does look good if you put it with other like muscle cars, like, you know, the Camaro or the GTO and even the Dodge Charger and whatnot. Underneath, they do an okay job with the exhaust system. It's all chromed out, but at least it's like a separate piece and everything like that. There's the differential back there and parts of the engine, as you can see. You can even kind of see the steering system there too. Overall, I would say if you're a fan of muscle cars, this is an absolute like must-buy for your collection. Maisto did a really good job with the detailing of both this version and the convertible version, and it would look great with, you know, if you have like Camaros or, you know, like a Dodge Charger or anything like that, any 60s or 70s muscle cars. All right, as always, thanks so much for watching, and feel free to comment down below with your thoughts on this model, and be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.